Hey guys, welcome back to Bubs Art Official. Today is going to be an exciting video. It's going to be a first on the channel. Today we will be reviewing a different kind of pen that I might be using for the future. They're called brush pens. I've seen a couple different art YouTubers use them, and I thought they were really cool. One of them I've already used for a little bit, and just went to the store that I get all my art supplies from and picked up a new one, and we're gonna see which one's better and if it's worth even using for the future, for some future videos and just drawing for the fun of it. Let's go ahead and show out the differences with these two. This one, different brand of course. Not sure exactly what brand, but it is a brush sign pen art. Here's the tip of it. It's like a brush, obviously. A little bit more smaller of a point. I believe this one that we're gonna review is a medium point brush pen. So it's definitely gonna be a little bit bigger of a brush. Alright, so taking a look at this one looks way longer. So this one, from looking at it, this one's more, I just literally opened up the package and then I just started drawing. I didn't have to do any pre-steps with it. And it looks like what I just flipped it over is that there's going to be a little bit more, this one seems to be a little bit more professional than the other one. See, there's a whole bunch of directions. Alright, and we're back. Definitely way more professional than this one. This pen was more plug and play, and this one was more hands-on, which is pretty cool, actually. So yeah, this is how big this tip is compared to this one. Let me take this one off real quick. Yeah, you can definitely see this one is more, I don't know, for bigger spacing, bigger lining. And this one's more for the little exact details that you might have to do. We're gonna see if this is a regular piece of printer paper, and I guess the first thing that we're gonna test out with these two pens is that if they're gonna bleed through like a regular piece of paper, because in my experience, if I want to draw on like, I don't know, like literally anything, non-professional, like not any of my personal drawing notebooks, but like a piece of random paper, I'm gonna want to know if it's gonna bleed through and like hit the table. So I folded it up in half. We're gonna do pen 2 and then pen 1. So as you can see already, brush pens aren't really meant for like writing. It's more for drawing, and it even looks like it's like for like artwork and stuff, like painting. So we're gonna do a couple lines. We're gonna do a little small line, a couple small ones here. And as you can see, if you just do it super fast, you kind of get that not really too filled in there. Like you start off really thick right there. If you go kind of more smoothly, just more, you can even go a little faster than this, but give it a little bit more attention. It's not really doing that. So, and then let's fill something. Let's get a nice little box going here. And let's see here, let's see. Okay, that's cool. Let's do a little slower next time, like how I did it here. Yeah, as you can see, just really depends on how hard you like push on it. Let's do a couple squiggles to see how flexible it is. Let's do like one little. Okay, so you can see, like I just said, do it kind of hard and then just press on it, and that's how you get thicker, thinner strokes. So that's for pen 2. Don't know why I went out of order, but I did. So pen 1, I'm a little bit more familiar with, a little bit smaller tip angle on this. So same as that one. I don't know, in my opinion, this one's a little bit lighter of a black. I don't know, a little bit. It's not really gonna matter if you're drawing, but it is a little bit, just barely. I can just see the difference, just barely of a darker, and that is also a newer pen, so I'm gonna have to give that one a little bit more props too. That one's pretty good. So same with that one, except this one you have to go a little bit slower, I'm seeing, but the faster you go, the faster the ink has to get to the brush, and that's not going to happen. So that's cool. And as you can see, lines are a little bit smaller. So a little smaller smiley face. That's not really going to happen with that one. So let's try a bigger square, like a square filled in the square. Okay, that's way better in my opinion than this one. Well, depending on what you're doing, but just filling something in kind of quickly. I mean, you're not getting all like the edges and stuff. Like these ones, you can get to the edges pretty good. Just depends on accuracy, in my opinion. But this one, you're not really getting that that emptiness right there. Just not getting enough ink there. And plus, I just used this one, so I don't know if I'm doing this correctly or not. But that is that. Let's do another one. Kind of pay attention to detail this time. Okay. I'm also seeing a difference if you're putting the entire brush. I kind of saw that with the other one too. We can try it out soon. But if you like put it like horizontally kind of on the paper instead of like vertically, just like brushing it like that, it's not gonna get that much good, like get a good of a stroke. But if you do it kind of like up top, like how you would regularly draw, it looks totally fine. Let's try that out with the other one too, pen number 2. Kind of more, I can also actually see this one as more like with it, like, I don't know, this brush stroke feels a little bit more stiffer than this one. This one feels like it's just going with the flow a little bit easier. This one seems like it's a little bit more stiffer. Like I just said, I repeated myself. And try it like that. Yeah, same thing. But since it is a bigger brush, it is doing that. Okay, did not do squiggles on this one, so we'll squiggle it a little bit. Yeah, honestly, you can kind of see where I a little bit more stiffer in my opinion. Keep going over that for some reason. Alright, so just tried out those different kinds of strokes and stuff. Let's see on the other end. Okay. So, obviously you're going to get a little bit more bleed through when you're going a little bit slower and getting all that ink down. I kind of hypothesized that. But as you can kind of see, a little bit of bleed through when I'm kind of like pushing it down, like giving it a little bit of time to soak in to get those really nice crispy lines. Not like here at the end where you're just like going fast. You can still see, just let it, both pens bleed through if you're pressing on it a little bit harder, getting the ink soaked in there. But honestly, if you're concerned about it looking through, or you're able to see through the other side, you will be, but it's not gonna bleed through. See, as you can see, this side, absolutely no marks on this side. So no, your desk will not be like have ink on it. See, just a couple scrapes, but no ink gonna be passing through. So that's kind of important to me, as I know, so that if I don't have enough money to buy a notebook yet and I just need some paper, it's not gonna bleed through and I don't have to keep folding it like this. Honestly, that'd be a waste. But I mean, if you're practicing, it's totally fine because you're not gonna be keeping this forever. Okay, so since I'm not going to be keeping this forever, let's be resourceful and not use another piece of paper. And let's do a little drawing test. See, oh yeah, also when I was going through the box or back of this one is permanent. I believe both of them are permanent. So if you're deciding to mark up your clothes, it's going to be permanent. Do not mark up your clothes. Do not ruin them. Let's do pen number 1. Let's do a commercial jet engine, I guess. I don't know. Airplane engine, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not an aviator. So... So that's a little quick sketch with pen number 1. Went all right. I mean, it went as good as I would have imagined doing it with no image in front of me. But yeah, honestly, I like this one. A lot of good small details like the windows, the wheels, some like gas pump lines, whatever you kind of want to think of. Kind of gets everything. Did a little shading right there. Got a little bit thicker line strokes right here and right here, and just the plain outline too. So yeah, kind of got everything, all the uses out of this one. So yeah, let's do plane number 2. So that was pen drawing number 2. Went all right. I don't know. Not too many details, as you can see. I also wasn't kind of remembering how to do it either. I was trying not to look at that, so it's not going to be an exact copy. But as you can see, you can definitely get some smaller details. It's just going to take a little longer time to do it with a medium brush stroke pen. Honestly, both are good. Definitely going to be using them in future videos. With the final remarks of these 2 pens, they are both very good. They definitely have they both definitely have qualities, pros, cons. Not too many cons in both of them, but there are some pros for both of them, definitely, for sure. But yeah, I definitely will be, I think, doing a little bit of a video with using these in the future. And then in the future, we can see if these pens will replace my Micron pen. And you all know how I love my Micron pen giving me the best, crispiest lines possible. But I don't know. We'll see if these pens give us the crispiest lines. But thank you for tuning in to this video. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned a little bit more about these pens. If you want to use them, how to use them possibly. Yeah, if you want to see another video like this, hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, we're trying to get to 50 subscribers so that I can do a live streams. I think that'd be really cool to do a little live stream for you all. But yeah, see you later.